Do you ever find yourself stuck in at least one particular aspect of your life? I certainly do. I certainly do. Uh, let's say you've got some kind of food addiction for some particular chocolate bar or certain type of chips, or let's say your sleep schedule is all messed up and you just cannot seem to change it. It almost feels like a curse. It could be you're overly shy and you can't really speak up, even though you tell yourself, well, from now on I'm going to speak up. But when the time comes, this is the judgment day, right? You can tell yourself all you want consciously, like, I'm never touching that chunky bar again, or I'm never picking up a bag of spicy Lay's again, or I am going to talk to that cutie. I will do it. And then when the time comes, the judgment moment, that judgment day, you seem to be repeating the same pattern again. You don't speak up, or you pick up that bag of Lays, or anything really that you find yourself, it feels like a curse. Maybe a particular behavioral pattern. Maybe you're angry, and when somebody triggers you or angers you, then you just seem to burst, even though after it happens, you tell yourself, I'm never going to be angry again. That one I'm actually guilty of, the anger one. Okay, it just seems that if somebody triggers me, like in person, and I burst out like that, and I get really angry, and I could be yelling at that person, screaming at that person, and then after it happens, I'm like, what an idiot! What was that? It feels like I was drunk, and then I'm like, I'm never gonna do that again. And then Judgment Day comes, and here I am repeating the same pattern. So why? Why is it that no matter what we tell ourselves, no matter how much we promise ourselves not to do that again, not to pick up that bag of Lays, not to get angry anymore, why does it seem like we're cursed? Like we're stuck? We can't advance. Like we basically fail the test every time, right? Even though you think you're studying, right? Like you're studying. I'm never going to be angry again. I'm never, you look at yourself in the mirror, I'm never picking up that bag of Lays again. And yet, time comes and you do it. Well, it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, that 95, at least 95% of our actions are not driven by our conscious mind, our conscious thinking, like, I'm never going to get angry again. No, no. They happen very much subconsciously. Now, you do have to put in the conscious awareness, the will. Like, you do have to tell yourself, I'm never picking up that bag of spicy Lay's chips again. You have to tell yourself that. However, if you actually don't want to ever pick up that bag of Lay's again, you have to automate the process on a subconscious level. I give you an example here. If you don't know how to drive and you want to learn how to drive, you need to consciously make the decision and put your will and say, I am going to learn how to drive. I just called that driving school. I booked 10 lessons or whatever it is. And then I even have a date for my driving test. And you do it consciously. And you have to consciously put in the effort. Okay, today 8 a.m. I have to go. I have class on Saturdays. I have to go. 10 Saturdays in a row, then I have my test on the 11th Saturday. And when you're there, you have to listen to the driving instructor. And you also, when you're in the car learning, you have to like consciously pick things up. However, it's only that you know how to drive once the process becomes automated on a subconscious level. And if you've been driving for years, you get in your car, you're talking to somebody else, you're eating, you're doing whatever, and you're doing this very complex thing. I mean, driving a car is very complex, right? It's on a subconscious level. You got it. Same thing with riding a bike. Like, you cannot forget riding a bicycle. Isn't that crazy? Swimming, I think same thing. In many activities, you just can't unforget subconscious. It's the same thing with those behaviors that you're stuck in. Sometimes our conscious will is enough. But if something is so sticky, like my anger issues are so sticky to me because of my childhood, it goes, the rabbit hole goes deep in there, that if it really feels like a curse, and if I want to change it, here is how you do it. You have to go deep into a meditative state, relax your brain waves, go from beta to alpha and to theta. And in that theta state, you become like a child. Children between, don't quote me on that, but anywhere from 2 to 6 years old, they're always in theta. So that's why they learn so quickly. If you ever wondered why children learn so quickly. In that state, the mind takes something and makes it part of its belief systems. Very easy to stick. You have to relax your mind, and that you could do through meditation. And then in that deep meditative state, you're going to plant new seeds. Your mind is so receptive and things can stick to you. You're going to plant a new seed of, let's say you go deep into meditation, 20 minutes in, you're very relaxed, your brainwaves are calmer into alpha, into theta. And then you tell yourself, it comes in a wide variety of ways, but an example here, let's say you don't want to pick up a bag of spicy Lay's anymore. Then you tell yourself, from now on and forever, or something like that. From now on and forever, I am only eating healthy food. You could do it in a variety of ways. You could say, it's always better to bring light to dispel darkness. You could also say something like, I am never touching a bag of Lay's again, but it's better to just bring light to dispel darkness. So you could say, from now on, I am only eating healthy food. See, only eating healthy food. You focus on the positive instead of saying, I'm never touching a bag of Lay's again. Same thing if you've got anger issues like yours truly here, you could say, I am a calm, compassionate being, instead of saying, I'm never going to get angry again. Focus on the thing that you want to embody, that thing you want to overcome, the thing you're stuck in, the opposite of that, the light. If anger is the darkness, focus on the light, which is calmness, serenity, tranquility, compassion towards the other person. If you have compassion towards the other person, you're not going to get angry because you're compassionate at them, instead of saying, I'm never getting angry at that person again. Okay? If you don't do that, there are some things it just feels like you're cursed with them forever, but you're not. But some things are really sticky. They're really sticky. And when you come up with some really sticky, you've got to go to the lab. I call it the lab. I like to do binaural beats. I put on binaural beats and I wait for about 10-20 minutes, and the binaural beats put you in a meditative state very quickly, and then I begin my work. And it's only when I do that that I can overcome those things that are super sticky, that my subconscious will is not able to penetrate. Like I said, some things are easy. You change them like that. You don't have to do that work. But I'm talking about the things you're really stuck at, folks. Okay? So some things for you to consider here. Look into binaural beats. They're amazing. They put you in a meditative state very quickly. Look into different brainwaves like beta, alpha, theta to understand what I'm talking about more. I made videos about all of this in the past. I can make some in the future, certainly. But I feel like we touched on what is necessary here. So good luck with all the things you're stuck at, and may the force be with you, and I will see you in the next video.